Welcome back, everybody. I just wanted to get into a quick little chat. Undoubtedly, I can expect that some of you have noticed that I have a white fly problem, and nobody has said anything, but I know orchid growers, we have a keen eye and we can spot little pests. That's like what we excel at, right? And we may not always know what they are, but we can see them a mile away. So this is them resting on my Grammatophyllum, and here is actually some of their damage. Now, the little bit that I know is they just kind of rest on the leaves and suck out any of the, I guess we'll call them juices, the sweet sap or whatever out of the leaves, and it'll just cause little dry patches. Now, of course, they seem pretty benign. You can kind of get them to go away, and undoubtedly they will find a new place to land and just keep doing their thing. So I thought maybe if I put the fans on high, I could probably discourage them, because they don't seem to be the strongest flyers, but they really are able to hold on. Oops. They really do seem to appreciate Catasetums. They're known for having a lot of sap coming off of them, and they just hold on, but you can brush them away rather easily. So fans do nothing. I didn't have this issue last year, so I wasn't quite sure what to do. I did read that just hanging a yellow paper with some petroleum jelly on it would attract them, and then they'd stick and get smothered by the oil. But I didn't have yellow paper, and I definitely don't have petroleum jelly. That's just something I don't keep. I don't even know what it's used for, really. But I guess it has a horticultural use. Anyway, I was looking around on Amazon, and this one seems to be suffering some kind of problem. I believe I might have maybe a spider mite issue there with this one, so we'll have to quarantine it and treat it with a miticide. You can see here the damage that they've done. This poor Catasetum is just covered. It's just covered. They're just kind of... So we'll have to separate that one and treat it for miticide. Treat it with miticide, and the miticide doesn't really... It will kill these white flies, but it won't do anything as far as like stopping them from overtaking. So they're laying their eggs somewhere. And anyway, so I looked on Amazon and I found these little environmentally friendly traps. Now they are a yellow paper shaped like this butterfly, which I thought was really cute. Specifies white flies and other little flying insects, and you hang them around and the yellow attracts them, and then there's something sticky, a sticky coating, and they stick to it. And so hopefully, I bought 2 packages of these, and I'm gonna get them set up around here and just hope that, I don't know if I'll ever get it under control. Maybe it's just a part of growing outside, but my hope is to just kind of give them some kind of chance of not sitting here and having a buffet. Anyway, I'll hang them up and we'll come right back. So I opened the box. I actually didn't think there'd be much to report other than this and some of the green floral wire it seems for attaching these. But this is so cute, this tiny little shovel. Another thing, as I'm opening these, I noticed that this bottom part is not tacky, but this paper backing is actually where the adhesive is. So we just peel these off and put on our floral wire. It seems pretty straightforward. Alright, I have one all set up. I took off the backing on both sides. It's tacky on both sides of the butterfly shape. This triangle I read on the listing was that so if you needed to just put it into a pot, you can stake it in there. So that's pretty handy if you want to really target a certain pot. This thing is super tacky on both sides, and it didn't really, I read back on the listing and it didn't really say that there was any recommendation of how close to put it to the area that you need to treat. But I'm just going to hang them and hope that that does okay, because I don't really know that I want to stick one in each pot, because maybe on these over here, since I don't really have anywhere to hang anything, because I want to try to attract them while they're in the air before they land, have the opportunity to land on a plant. I feel like if I'm just trying to get them off of the plant, maybe they'll still have an opportunity to take a bite. Maybe also it won't be as big of an issue with the whiteflies, because these are growing their roots, and then I can start giving them their systemic treatment, which then, like, once they bite them, they die, so that'll prevent the egg laying. And right now a lot of these Catasetums are barely coming out of dormancy and establishing their roots, so they are not able to take up any kind of in-pot treatment. But I have noticed that on most of these other ones, I don't see the fly problem as prevalent, and it could be a sap issue. Again, Catasetums are known for being sappy, but you know, they are getting my den. Anytime I see this yellowing, I'll usually find one in there, and they're not mealybugs, they are for sure whiteflies. Anyway, I'll get back to hanging these, and maybe we'll come back to it in a few days and see if we got any stuck on these traps and how the plants look. So I decided to go ahead and put some in the pot, especially this area where I don't really have anything to hang them off of. And just in general, I went around and just kind of disturbed the whiteflies on as much as I can. Maybe I'll just do this throughout the next few days, and you can see that hopefully you can see that it is working. Whether it's attracting them or just they're bumping into it, I couldn't tell you. But as far as doing what I wanted them to do, I'm pretty happy so far. Hopefully I'll be nearing the end of this, or at least have them under control. I don't know that I'll be able to fully eradicate them, but I will definitely link in the listing on Amazon so you can see them for yourself. Maybe you want to put them in. I also have to be mindful because I do have lizards and geckos running amok in here, and I've just gotten used to them jumping onto my arms, so I don't really want them to get stuck to these plants and or to these stakes, and because there will be no way to get them off. They are super tacky. But anyway, yeah, they're doing what I want and can't complain. Thank you for hanging out and just checking in and seeing what's going on in here.